Hey man, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Wow, it's an honor to talk to you, Todd.
Excellent. Where are you at?
I'm currently in Moline, Illinois.
Melina, Illinois. Awesome.
Yeah, it's
So you're Central Time Zone. Yeah, not too bad.
yep.
So.
I've been up here for about a month and a half. Just moved
Oh,
here.
cool. Yeah, cool.
Corona pretty much turned my hometown of Ottawa, Kansas into an economic cemetery. Like no
Oh,
jobs.
I would imagine. Right.
Yeah, it's a bigger
Yeah.
city
Oh,
up here.
I'm one of those. I'm making more money than I did before. So it's
Nice.
like okay. All right.
So Necros are from the Midwest, right? Ohio.
Yes, Maumee, Ohio, which is
So
a suburb of Toledo.
so how did the Necros start originally?
So we started the band in the back of my mom's station wagon on the way home from the skate park in like 1978, probably in the winter, right around the time. I mean, yeah, you had the Sex Pistols all over the television all the time, culminating, for about a year maybe, culminating that, and then when the death of Sid Vicious was winter February '78, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. So yeah, right around that time probably. I mean, punk rock was kind of happening, at least on the news. So, and then we really didn't practice for, probably didn't practice for about a year after we came up with the idea and the name for the band. So, we're 15, 16 at this point. So we didn't really know how to play. So it took about a year to get that together just to start practicing.
That's how most punk bands were.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, some people knew how to play when they got together, but it was more kind of a work in progress, right?
Yeah.
So cool. You recording then, or
Yeah, I'm recording it.
okay, sweet.
And so the Necros, where'd the name come from?
Barry, the singer, came up with it. Obviously short for necrophiliac. Yeah, right. So he just kind of shortened it
I
and came up.
actually didn't know that.
Yeah, oh no, really?
No, I genuinely did not know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
I thought it
necro
was
isn't that
like a I thought it
isn't
was
that
like a reference to like the Dead Boys or something like the Necros dead.
oh yeah, more necrophiliacs, the necros, right? Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I mean, isn't there a character necro in some comic book? I think.
I don't
I think
know.
so. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Necro itself just means dead.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was like the dead or
Right. And
something.
then the philiac part is sex.
I
So
know.
right. Yeah.
Code Blue. TSO.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. We came up with that before TSOL though.
Take that, Jack
So
Grisham.
yeah.
God damn. I'm a little awestruck by that. That's actually I genuinely did not know that. Wow.
Yeah. We were just trying to come up with something that basically parents would find offensive.
That's similar to
Right.
the Crossbuster of Bad Religion.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Just anything. Yeah, Bad Religion's pretty. Parents hated that. Uh,
I drew so many Crossbusters all over my shit when I was a teen. I'm 26, by the way.
yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm 56, so
Damn.
I'm 30 years older than you.
And I've been listening to your music probably since I was 10 or 11.
Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
my favorite song by you is probably IQ 32 for your hardcore, faster, earlier punk rock, and then song.
Yeah, kind of. I think we kind of were inspired by the teen. That was a Teen Idols inspired song. That's even that song, Teen Idols. Pretty short,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah. It kind of almost. It's kind of the same riff but reversed. Right.
Nice.
What's the Teen Idols riff? It's right, and IQ 30 said right, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
love how
kind
they
of
just call out the Midwest because I know that song is so short and to the point, but yeah, I mean, being from the Midwest, I love the Necros because guys are just on par with it. Fucking boring flatlands, just watching cornfields grow,
yeah. Not so boring.
cows.
It's not so boring anymore. Well, Toledo's more like. I mean, you got that going on as you get out of the city. Toledo's more like Detroit Junior.
Detroit Junior.
It's like a small version of Detroit, right? Or smaller version of Detroit. So kind of a rough town. So
Kansas, on the other hand, is just boring flatlands. I know there used to
what
be
town?
Kansas, the state of Kansas. I'm from Ottawa, which is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
population of 4,000.
yeah. I've played. Where have I played in Kansas?
Lawrence, maybe. Kansas City.
Lawrence and Manhattan.
Ooh, Manhattan, nice.
Actually, yeah. There's like maybe 20 people there.
Did you ever play at the Riot House in Lawrence?
Yeah,
I figured that's the classic hardcore venue. I've never been to it because it's
but
dead today, but
we have that album live at the Outhouse.
Outhouse, yes, live
Yeah,
at the Outhouse.
live in '85 is like, yeah, it's recorded at the
The Riot House
Outhouse in
is in Kansas
Lawrence.
City.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think. Well, where did we play in Kansas City? I played a couple. I remember the Necros played some VFW Hall, which was actually in Kansas City, Kansas. I
Ooh,
think.
damn.
I played in the city too, but not with. Where did the Necros? I think we played some club downtown after that, and then the Hyenas played like some blues club, like downtown.
That's fucking
So
crazy.
yeah, but the Necros did play in Kansas City, Kansas also. So somebody was having shows at a VFW hall. So I think it was probably awesome. It was probably the Mortal Micronauts.
That's not
That
something
band.
that I often hear is a hardcore punk band playing in the Kansas side.
Yeah, right.
It's a
Yeah.
very conservative, upper class,
It was a
very.
little. Is it? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It seemed like. Yeah, yeah. It seemed a little different than Kansas City.
yeah, you
Can Missouri,
go
right?
across the
That's more.
bridge and it's
Yeah.
Westport. Damn,
So
that's insane. Did you have you played in did the Necros ever play overseas at all? Or maybe in Canada?
no, we never made it to Europe. Played
Oh.
Canada,
Canada's still technically international.
technically. All right. I played a lot of. Pretty much played every big city in Canada.
But
Vancouver, Calgary, Winnipeg, Edmonton, Toronto, Montreal, and London, which is closer to Detroit, and Windsor, which is right across the river from Detroit. So actually, the Detroit hardcore scene kind of started in Windsor, in Canada. As far as because we didn't really have a venue in Detroit, so we started playing shows in Canada because this bar would actually book us. So and then the Detroit clubs. Then when we started playing in Detroit, we started playing gay bars because those were the only bars in Detroit that would book punk rock. So
that's interesting.
nobody else would even touch it. Yeah. So yeah. So there was a good lesson to be in Detroit. You did not go at these bars. You did not. If you were a young boy, you did not go to the men's room. If you wanted to go take a piss, you went to the ladies' room.
I get that.
Yeah, it was pretty predatory. So just old guys cruising for young meat, basically. As you can tell by the Meatmen lyrics, that's all that's true. So if you remember what's the Meatmen song? Tooling for Anus, yeah, pretty much a true story. So,
Holy shit.
anyway,
Wow.
okay,
That's fucking crazy there. You still there?
yeah,
Okay. I didn't know if it dropped or not. So let's see here. You have you have two EPs that came out in '81, Sex Drive and IQ 32, which I know
yeah,
I just covered IQ 32. Uh,
yeah.
does the song Police Brutality have a story behind it?
Yeah, those cops in that suburb were pretty brutal. Actually, I mean, they didn't have anything to do but pretty much harass the kids. So
I was gonna bring that up
yeah,
because
I think we remember some kid got beat up behind the carryout, or the we used to hang out at our singer Barry's parents owned a liquor store, like a carryout thing, and some kid blew off a firecracker like an M80, and the cops came and pretty much beat the shit out of him.
Jesus Christ.
just for a fucking firecracker, right? It's like, yeah, it was pretty gnarly. As the lyrics in the song say, they were just mommy cops are all off the farm and they just want to waste my time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they didn't have anything else to do. But Toledo, not so much. Toledo, in contrast, the cops really didn't hassle you. because they actually had, you know, real crime to fight. So it's just the suburbs.
So you said when I first started talking to you on Facebook that you don't own any of your records.
No, I got a bunch of Alona's Dream 7 inches.
Of
And then I got Live 85. I got a bunch of copies of that. And then I don't have any of the originals, though. I have a bootleg of the Sex Drive EP.
oh
The yellow one. The yellow bootleg. So.
yeah, I've interviewed Cliffhanger, The Freeze, Jack Grisham, and several other punk rockers, and it's alarming how many of the people from the original scene
Yeah.
that don't have copies of their own music. That's so alarming to me.
I mean, I think I got some. I have Tangled Up CDs and live routes and that stuff. Yeah, I don't have any, like Sex Drive or IQ32 or Conquest for Death. I don't have any of those. So.
Those are beyond ridiculously expensive on eBay.
Well, especially Sex Drive. It's like, I think what was it, 3,600? I think it went for.
Right now, it's the last time it sold on Discogs was for 3,337.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah, which makes it even more expensive than the Sex Pistols. God Save the Queen on A&M.
I guess that's a reason to feel good about it.
those go for about $1,000 apparently. So
how much did this cost when you first put it out? Like $2, $5?
Oh, the Sex Drive EP?
Yeah.
Probably $1.50.
God damn.
I'm thinking, right?
Oof.
And I think IQ32. I think IQ32 was like $2.99, something like that. It might have even been I think $2.99 for an EP with like 9 songs.
Yeah. IQ32 is actually available for $350.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what pressing does it say?
It says IQ32 7-inch green touch and go records.
Yeah, green labels first pressing. So there's only 1,000.
Yeah, I'm reading that on Discogs. Yeah,
I think it's first pressing. There's 1,000. Second pressing there's 1,000, and then that's tan. And then the white label third pressing has 2,000. So.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, I used to blast the IQ32 7-inch so much when I was a kid. I have a cassette tape of it.
Oh, okay.
I don't actually have the record. I'm not that lucky. But I noticed your sound when you started in the original 2 EPs. It was more hardcore punk, and then you kind of evolved into, I guess, melodic death hardcore. I don't know if you want to call that for Conquest of Death.
I don't know about that, but you mean like by the time Tangled Up?
Yeah, like you evolved into sort of a metal direction.
Yeah, we learned how to play too. So, Conquest for Death has some metal influences. I like to think Conquest for Death is kind of like Motorhead meets the Descendants.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. That's
kind of
pretty much.
Kind of. There's 2 different people writing songs, or 3 different people writing songs on it, of the music, and then Barry usually did all the lyrics. So yeah, Tangled Up is a little bit more into the metal, but the thing being, we toured with Megadeth in 1986, and we were too punk for them, for those fans.
Shit.
And then after that, we toured. That was a 2-month tour. Then we took a break, and then we did 2 months with the Circle Jerks, and we were too metal for that crowd.
God damn.
Right. So we were kind of caught in the middle. So I don't know. Maybe we invented crossover, right?
Hell yeah, more power to
We kind of did it before. I think we did it before Suicidal or DRI. So
what's kind of funny about Suicidal Tendencies is, I mean, I know their first album and I think their second one, but I actually don't really follow them like a lot of other punks do. Like, they're decent, but lyrically, I'm not really fully with them, which a lot of punks hear that, they're like, what?
Yeah, it's not one of my faves, so not really. I mean, it's an okay record. I don't really care about any other record other than the first one. So.
I'm glad I'm not alone in this world.
Yeah, I'm not really into, join the army. Come on, no thanks. It was pretty bad. So, I mean, they really went metal. I mean,
oh yeah,
yeah. We just kind of broke up after those 2 tours, and that was about it. And then everybody started doing their own thing.
Are the Necros ever gonna make anything in the future at all?
Well, the third band's working on doing the Conquest and IQ 32 reissues.
But like any new material?
And what now?
Any new material?
No, that's not going to happen. Sorry, sorry,
Okay.
no recording. But we do have. There's the movie coming out.
Movie.
The Dope Hookers and Pavement, the story of the Freezer Theater, which was our DIY venue in Detroit. So that has like footage and interviews. So that movie's coming out, and like it's pretty much the Detroit hardcore documentary. So
Damn.
it's coming out, and I think it's coming out in like October or something. It
What
got delayed. It got delayed because of the coronavirus. So it was supposed to come out in like April.
Damn it, coronavirus.
Yeah.
Fucking everything up.
Yeah. Actually, I'll send you a photo of the movie poster.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So there's a third man's putting us. They're doing a double 7-inch soundtrack with us, Negative Approach, and Birdies. So that's going to come out along with the movie. So.
Yeah, I saw you also have a, I don't know if you want to call it a split, but a Sugar Daddy live split series, Melvin's Negative Approach, Decroats,
Oh,
and
that
Necros.
thing. Yeah. On AMRAP. Yeah. Yeah, that was probably the. I don't know how that happened. I think AMRAP talked to Touch and Go, and they kind of set it up. So, just because they wanted to do like a Midwest hardcore like thing, like record. Who's on it? It's like the Melvins though.
Yeah, the Melvin's Negative
Melvins
Approach,
and
Decroats,
Detroitson, and Negative Approach. Yeah, I have a couple of those.
Sugar Daddy.
I gave all those away too, to like people.
I'll take
I had
one.
I had like 10 of it. No, that was like 3 years ago that came out. So I think I gave like about 5 away maybe.
I'll take one.
Yeah, I don't think I only have one. Sorry.
God damn it! I'm too late.
I usually do that. I don't really save too much. Try to just keep one copy for myself or 2 maybe. But anymore, of course, I don't have any of the old stuff. So I used to have a stack of IQ 30. I think we each got like. How many did we get each? Like 30 when the records came out. Not a Sex Drive though. We only got like 10.
Damn.
Not even. I think we each got 5.
5 out of 1,000.
No, Sex Drive. There's only 200.
Oh,
Printed. Yeah. So we each band member got 5. So that was the only promo thing. So, and then I think Tesco and the other and his partner got 5 as well. And I remember all the other ones were sold or given away for promos too. So.
I was gonna say, damn, 5 out of 1,000. That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, and I gave all 5 of mine away, probably to girls. So, a $3,200 record. Like, duh. Hopefully they still have them and haven't sold them. So.
Yeah, I see you have a split with White Flag, a band that literally no one talks about.
Oh yeah. We were on that guy's label. The Tangled Up 7-inch was on the guy from White Flag's label, actually, which is kind of cool. He hooked us up with we ended up hooking up with Restless after that because of that.
Damn, nice. So, on your, I see on the Discogs here, I have a Tangled Up, the CD. I don't actually have the vinyl because I'm not cool.
Yeah,
but,
me neither. I have the CD though. So,
but
yeah, vinyl's pretty hard to get. Not like as hard as the old stuff, but it's probably like $30.
Who drew the rat on the cover there? Like
Big Daddy Roth. That artist. He is deceased. He died maybe like 10 years ago. He was an old dude. Yeah, he's a rat. That's like Ratfink is the character. He did all those. Motor Mutt is the other guy. The little dog.
Yeah. Oh damn! Apparently the record's only like $30. I thought it was expensive.
Nah, it's not too bad. I mean, there's about 30,000 pressed, something like that.
Do the Necros still play shows today at all?
No, no. The reunion's not going to happen either. So don't hold your breath.
May I ask why?
No, well, Andy retired from perform. Andy and Barry have retired from performing on stage, so they're not going to do it anymore. They just don't want to do it, so it's not going to happen.
Oh,
Which
that's
means us, the Necros, and Minor Threat and the Jam will never get back together.
yeah. There were rumors that Minor Threat was gonna
That's not going to happen.
reunion.
That'll never happen. Ian would lose all credibility if he did that for money. That would be the only reason to do it. I mean, Jeff Nelson's been trying to get him to do it for years. Everybody will do it. Ian's the holdout. So, and he's not going to do it. His reputation would be ruined. So, not to mention he just wouldn't do it because it's just not something he would do.
So other than the Necros, what other bands have you been in?
Well, Laughing Hyenas,
Oh, Left Hyenas.
probably the next biggest one. So that was from 91 to 96 with Mr. John Brannon from Negative Approach. And then a bunch of bands that you would never heard of because we never really did anything.
Well, if you want to, tell me about them. I'm up for a story.
No, I don't know. There's too many. There's like 20 or 25 of them.
Jesus.
So just bands that never made it out of Toledo,
Wow.
basically. So a couple of them have records, but I did, yeah, they're CDs. So Boogaloo Prayer was probably the most prominent, which was like a punk rock blues thing.
What's the name of it?
Boogaloo Prayer.
I've never heard of that before.
No, you can't find our records. So I mean, there's plenty of stuff on YouTube. So Boogaloosa and then Prayer.
I will check that out after this.
Yeah, it's like punk rock blues, basically.
So-
loud blues.
Tell me about the Laughing Hyena, since this is the first time I've actually heard about this band.
Oh, you never? Well, you don't want me to tell you that. You should just read the bio. So, I mean, it was just it was a band John Brannon formed after Negative Approach broke up with Larissa, who was in that Detroit band L7. And they were in Detroit. Maybe this is like 1985, probably. Definitely not hardcore, but very loud and scary. So,
Nice.
so you have to check them out. You don't want me to just. I don't want to try to describe.
No,
That
I
band.
just meant like the
Yeah,
story
yeah.
of them.
Oh, the story about.
Yeah.
Well, the story then with me and the band. So they got together in '85. I didn't join until '91 after the bass player, the drummer, quit. So, pretty much immediately, as soon as I started, we hit the road. So, and I did. I recorded an EP with the Hyenas and an album, and we also put out a bootleg 7-inch of covers because we didn't want to. The record company, even they did it. They bootlegged it themselves because they didn't want to pay there's a Rolling Stones cover on it. They do a cover of "On My Thumb," and the record company didn't want to pay the Rolling Stones the royalty, so they decided to just bootleg it instead.
That's awesome.
Well, right, yeah, it's like that's going to be a lot. That's going to be. I think they wanted like 10 grand or something
For a fucking song?
for the rights to the song. Yeah.
God.
So based on what they base it on, what projected, how many units you're gonna sell, and then they come up with a price of what the royalty is going to be for the songwriting credit. So yeah, they just decided to boot it instead.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, right. No,
Jesus.
Good idea.
I told you, I don't know if you remember this, but I run a record label. It used to be called Burning Farm Records. Now it's called Indie Product.
Okay.
And
Cool.
I actually formed Indie Product in 2010, and I kind of just as I lived in San Francisco in 2013, 2014, and I worked at Rasputin Records, and I had a band back then called Vaginal Aftershock. It was kind of hardcore noise, and my label back then, I just literally, I would find even street performers, make a cassette, and just put it out. I just wanted to do that. Kind of get highly inspired by Fat Records, but that lasted until like 2014, 2015 when I moved to Seattle, and then Burning Farm started in 2019 when I came back from the Philippines, and I just recently kind of abolished Burning Farm Records because I just moved from Kansas to Illinois, and Burning Farm
Right.
is it's more Kansas theme, and I don't really want to be reminded of my old life in Kansas. That's
Yeah.
just the
Right. Yeah.
gist of
Right.
it. So
Yeah.
yeah, indie product, but
What are you? Are you close to you in the Chicago suburb then?
no, no, no. I'm over 200 miles away from Chicago.
Oh, okay. Like where down? What's the closest bigger city?
Have you heard of Davenport, Iowa?
Yeah. 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 I played there
That's right across
actually.
the bridge from me.
Oh, not bad. Cool. That's
Yep, there's been fucking
I remember
riots like mad lately.
Davenport was there. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. What did Davenport get trashed? Pretty much.
And it's to the point where I was telling John Sox at the FUs the other day because I talk to him quite often that I couldn't legally go to work for 2 nights because of the curfew that
Right.
was put into
Right.
place. That's how
Yeah.
bad it got.
They just lifted the curfew out here. There was like a bunch of like people were coming from like Oakland and shit to like loot in the suburbs, like
Jesus.
and got like large groups of people in cars.
I just
So
don't get the whole looting thing.
yeah, it's just they're just opportunists. It doesn't have any right. It doesn't have anything to do with the protest whatsoever.
Yeah, and
So
it sucks because my job,
no,
I had to fight my damn district manager just to compensate me for not being able to work. It's like, I'm a
yeah,
part timer. It's like, yeah, 7-Eleven, we're not going to compensate you, although it's not your fault that you can't come in tonight. It's like, bro, I got to pay rent too.
yeah, right, yeah, that's
Fucking
just
corporations.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just doing DoorDash, like because I can't work my other two jobs. So I work up at a college here in town, so that's closed. And then I work at a venue in the city. So and of course that's closed. There's not going to be live music probably till next year. So
Damn, sorry to hear
I mean,
that.
that's not here. We're going to be more. California is going to be way more strict than the rest of the country as far as opening up. We'll probably be the last state to open up totally.
What,
Actually,
where did you play in Davenport? Just
oh,
because
I
I
don't
know
remember.
some locals will probably like to hear this.
I don't remember. That's the Twin Cities, right?
Quad Cities.
Quad Cities. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Moline, East
I don't
Moline,
remember it.
Davenport, and
It was
Bettendorf.
it was probably some club, not a club, but like a all ages show that somebody put on. I don't remember.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'd have to find the flyer or something to jog my memory.
Do you have
So
a bunch of flyers from back then?
uh yeah, I have a bunch of stuff in storage in Ohio, back in Ohio. So I didn't bring a lot of my stuff out here when I moved out here. So it's just stashed at my at a friend's house. It's taking care of my shit. Along with I got a Ohio drum set there too. So
Nice.
yeah.
And just to recollect, which albums did you say you currently have a stock of right now?
What?
Which albums of yours did you say that you currently have a small stock of right now? Is
Oh, I
it,
don't have. I only have one of. I got Live in '85, a couple of those.
are
But
they
yeah, they're all different.
are they
Like they're,
vinyl or CDs?
it's vinyl.
Oh,
Yeah.
would you send me one and autograph it?
I don't know if I have one to send though. I think they're pretty much all. I've got like one of each copy.
Oh, you
Like
mean of the
the
different
color.
pressings?
Yeah, they're different, like
Oh,
colored
okay, I see
vinyl,
what you
like
mean.
variants. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And
don't really have anything to. I could send you a pair of autographed drumsticks.
perfect. I would love that.
Sweet. Okay, that'll work. Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm fanboying right now.
I got plenty of those.
Hell
So
yeah, that's perfect, man. I would appreciate that. Would be awesome.
no problem. So
That's why I love doing interviews because it's wonderful to be able to talk to those who made the music that helped me get through life. It really
yeah, right.
is.
Awesome.
And I hate to sound like a fanboy, but I'm talking to a musician who made music that I grew up with.
That's
I
awesome. Cool.
never imagined 10 years ago I'd be on the phone with you or Keith Morris, Jack Grisham, you know.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, but you just talk to Jack like a couple days ago, didn't you?
Well, no, I interviewed Jack Grisham in 2017. He was the
Oh, okay.
first I ever did, because he's honestly, before him, I interviewed like random. I was kind of I'm a music journalist now, but I used to be just kind of like a journalist, so to speak.
Right.
I would just
Right.
like I'd find some interesting shop in a town that's been there for like 75 years, whose family's been running for generations, and I'd get their story. I'd do that, and I kind of just after from 2013 to 2017, I just kind of got bored of doing that, just
Ah,
getting
okay.
random stories. It just wasn't moving much, and so I was like, Jack Grisham added me on Facebook, and I was like, you know what,
Like, oh,
let's try this shit. I was like, hey Jack,
yeah.
uh, can I talk to you on the phone for a recorded interview? And he's like, yeah, sure. He gave me
Yeah.
his phone number, and I was like, okay, I didn't expect him to say yes. Fuck. Yeah, we had like a 2-hour phone
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just changed everything for me. Like from that point on, I just started. Okay, so I'm
Oh my
gonna.
God, that guy! I remember meeting that guy. Like, he was like, he's gigantic.
I've
Oh, he's
never.
like he's like 6'5".
Yeah, I know he's pretty
Fuck yeah,
big.
all those guys are big. They're like, yeah, they were like big fucking. They were kind of like punk rock jocks, basically.
You know what's kind of funny about TSOL is I've
Hmm.
interviewed Jack Grisham, Joe Wood of the other TSOL,
Right. Yeah.
Antonio,
Yeah.
the new
Yeah.
drummer,
Yeah.
Tiny Bizio, the previous drummer. I'm about to
Oh, we got.
interview Greg Kewen,
You
Ronnie.
interviewed. You interviewed Todd, the old drummer,
Yeah.
before he died. Yeah.
Oh no,
Huh.
no, not Todd, not Todd.
Not that Todd. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
He's been.
Tiny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say Todd's been. That guy's been dead for a while.
I would have been 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he
He
might have
didn't
let
really.
me interview him at 5, but that would be
I mean,
interesting.
really, that band. Those guys were just. How did they even get? They were just a bunch of fuck ups. Totally. How the hell did they even like manage to become a band? Like,
TSOL.
right? Right? Yeah, those guys were big time fuck ups, man. They were getting in trouble all the time. So,
Jack Grisham does applaud
oh
himself for
yeah,
being a criminal.
Jack said he was like he was on a first name basis with every cop in town in Long Beach. So they every
Oh
one of them
shit!
knew him.
I love
They all knew him.
I love his quote from his Eric Blair interview in 2001. He said that he drove naked on a motorcycle into his high school and lit some fucking dumpsters on fire.
Oh my god, I believe it.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, this shit put like he put like a fucking pipe bomb in a fucking toilet at school and blew it up. At his high school. At his high school, right? Like shoved a pipe bomb down the toilet.
Really makes me wonder what happened to society. You could do that in the 80s, but if you did that today, you'd be going to Supermax.
Oh, totally. Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
Brett Gurewitz said it best in the American Hardcore.
Oh, you'd be charged with domestic terrorism or something
Yeah.
now, right? So man, we used to do shit like put an M80 in somebody's screen door, and light it and ring the doorbell,
Oh my god,
right? Yeah. So that just when they open the door, it blows up,
motherfuck.
and the screen door pretty much would usually blow itself off the hinges. So it was pretty mean, but
What's the
or
most fucked up
we'd
thing
like
you've ever
we'd go out to
done?
there was a highway behind my house across from the golf course, and we put like firecrackers and snowballs, throw them at cars, shit like that. Yeah, it was
Oh my god.
just like total like juvenile delinquent stuff, but never really got. I mean, you'd want to get chased. That was part of the fun of it, right? By the cops or whoever. It was kind of like so.
God
Yeah,
damn.
it's not like that. Not like that anymore. Now you just get in trouble and thrown in jail. So okay,
I was gonna ask, what's the most fucked up thing you've ever done?
me.
Yeah, you personally.
I started a riot at a Vandals show in Toledo, single-handedly.
Oh my god. How'd you do that?
And I think I think we all dropped a bunch of acid at some other club, and then somebody heard that the Vandals were playing at this club across town, so we went there. And then when we got there, we found out it was the version of the Vandals with no original members.
Oh shit.
Yeah, somebody in the one of those guys in the original, they'd actually sold the rights to the name to his little brother.
What the fuck?
Right. So it's like, so we just started giving them shit and started, spitting on them and shit like that. It turns out the road manager, I don't know, we were yelling shit like, go back to Long Beach, you posers, shit like that. Like stuff like that. And then, I don't know. So then just all hell broke loose. I ended up they were chasing, the bouncers were chasing me like around the club. At some point, they'd lost me, and I was actually downstairs like having a beer
That's
at the
awesome.
and then they found me, and then they tried to chase me again, and then I ended up getting like, I got out of the club. Oh no, what did he do? He actually laid me out on the sidewalk. He's like, wait here for the cops. I'm like, fuck this shit. So I took off, and then somebody tackled me. Yeah, it was like pretty nuts. Then I spent like, I don't know, I spent like 5 hours in jail on acid, which was kind of fun actually.
God damn.
It went quick, so I mean, I was out of there before they couldn't figure out. So the cops were like, "You're not drunk." What's going on? I'm like, nothing. Just got pissed off. So no big deal. It's like, okay, we just got to keep you here for 5 hours, and then we can let you go home. I'm like, okay. So,
Man, oh man.
oh yeah, I watched them. They put me in like a cell. Not they didn't put me they put me in like some holding cell right near the entrance to the jail. So I was watching them bring like guys in all night. Like these big black dudes would be like, right to cops. They're just like, I'm gonna kill you when I get out of here. The cop would just laugh. I'm like, yeah, right.
God damn.
Yeah. So good times.
I was gonna say, I just picked up the first Vandals EP from my local record store the other day.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
And I'm a little sad because apparently it's a repress, and Joe Escalante, I learned the song Heartbreak Hotel,
Yeah.
they took it off of the represses because I guess him and his wife they can't bear to listen to that song anymore.
Oh no.
I really hate it when punk bands do that shit. It's like, oh come on, what's punk rock about? It's about expression. Right. It's supposed to be offensive.
Right.
And it's like, ugh. I mean, thankfully the original was only like $25, so I'm gonna have to buy that. But I was happy as fuck. And then I put it on. And I was like, oh shit. I was so just disappointed. And my wife, she's like, why are you mad? I was like, because the Heartbreak Hotel's not on here. That song's fucking amazing. It's like,
cool.
Telling a bitch who fucked you over, cussing her out, and just it's the Vandals are they're satire comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not anyone who takes that serious needs to get their brain checked.
Definitely kind of a joke band.
I will. Is there anything else that you wanted to add to this?
No, I'm good. I probably gotta hit it.
And seriously,
you good?
You
got anything else you want to add?
I do have one other really important question. So when I first started talking to you, I asked you if I could make some Necros CDs or tapes on my label and put them out in the Philippines. Am I still able to do that?
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't care. Well,
I just wanted to get your confirmation against it. It has been months.
Yeah, just make sure you got a good rip when good transfer.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you'll make sure it sounds good. So
I'm an audiophile, so I've got OCD on that.
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that.
And I'll send them to you as well. I'll
cool.
give you copies.
Awesome. So.
All right.
Well, why don't? Send me your address on Messenger, and I'll send you the drumstick.
Thank you so much.
I'll see if I can dig you some other stuff up.
Thank you so much, there, Sam. I'm gleeing right now.
I might have some. I think I have some buttons.
Hell
I can send. Yeah, no stickers or anything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll just send you a little care package. So.
Care package, hell yes.
Oh, I do have a T. What size T-shirt you wear?
Adult small.
Adult small, cool, perfect.
I'm getting a care package from the necrophiliacs.
Yep, I do have some of those. I have some of those Brian Walsby Necro shirts that he did.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, sweet, cool.
Just
send me your address on the messenger.
All right, thank you so much, Todd. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Cool. You take it easy.
Stay safe out there, bro.
Yep, you too. Bye.
Bye.